Springfield celebrated Earth Day today by helping to keep Forest Park clean and beautiful. Crews with the Springfield Parks and Recs Horticulture Department were out adding mulch to a bed where small trees are just past the park's entrance. For those who don't know, mulching is the practice of covering soil with a protective layer of material to help protect the soil and suppress any weeds and also hold in moisture. This crew wasn't the only group doing the work either. There were also some students from Springfield International Charter School who helped out and took away some life skills while also making a positive contribution. Springfield Parks Department Superintendent Tom Ash called today's efforts by the students and everyone else, quote, heartwarming.
It's great to see, and I'm sure the public is going through and saying, well, that's wonderful to have students involved and taking ownership of their parks and the city.
Well, if you didn't hear, Ash there was thanking everyone who did the deed today and highlighting the importance of keeping parks beautiful all day and every day. When we come back.